Okay, let's see. Sounds like this made me wish I brewed more coffee. Oy. Alright, let me double check here. Okay, as long as we're clear on that. Hey guys, welcome back. Thief from Archer and Thief. If you heard that random noise, that was me drinking my coffee. Sorry, like, I can't help it. Like, I'm trying to wake up. It's been a long day for me. I've been up since um, about 8 in the morning. It is now 7 in the afternoon. Because for some reason, I kept telling myself, I'll just go to sleep, take a nap. And I haven't been doing that. So, yeah, I'm going to stay awake long enough to pick up my cousins later, drop them off, go home, and then just crash. I'm just going to sleep after that. I won't be woken up for at least another 12 hours. But today, we are playing some more Dragon Age Origins. Which, so, I mean, it's kind of obvious. It's, basically, when I said RP edition, like last time I was trying to stay in character as much as possible to where I would only ever stop if I was like, pausing the game, like, all right, I'm done for the day kind of thing. But I was like, there's a lot I want to talk about while I'm playing, or like in certain like aspects of the game. So I'm treating it more like D&D, where you're in character and you're playing the role or the persona, or whatever you want to call it, while you're in the game. And then outside of the game, you are able to ask questions, explain stuff, or like just generally, just like if I pause the game, for instance, like I could be like, all right, I'm a boy character, I'm gonna drink me some coffee, some wine, whatever, some water, little things like that. All right. Hmm. Now, for those of you who may have missed the last episode, quick recap. We met Duncan, who is a legendary Grey Warden. Grey Wardens are basically like considered heroes of this day and age, but it's been over 400 years since the last Blight, so they kind of been forgotten. He's like, hey, I think a Blight's happening. I'm here to see your brother, your father, Sir Gilmore, for instance. But then everyone else is kind of like, well, I mean, you can make a great Grey Warden candidate. But he wants you to stay behind and watch the castle. But longtime family friend betrays you, kills a bunch of people, including your potential romance option for your intro, which, like I said, each origin has like multiple ones, so you can kind of just pick whoever, or just not pick any at all. Eligible bachelor, that kind of stuff. Mm. So your mother and father were killed. So your nephew, your brother's wife, and like a few other people. The only people that escape are you and Duncan, and your my boy Warhound, because your mother stays behind with your father to buy you guys some time, basically. You meet the king, and he's like, "Hey, I'm sorry. After this war, we're gonna go find Hal. We're gonna take him to justice." And I said, "Thank you." And he was like, wander around the camp for a bit. I'm gonna go like take your hound with me for a bit, and that's kind of where we left off. My character is specifically his dog's name is Ternum Elenius. Mm. Because I was thinking about it for a minute, and I wanted to keep the AE, or at least part of Aiden, because again, the generic name for him is Aiden Cousland. So I was like, yeah, I'm down. Oh, and we got our family sword. Now, every part of the game, like for the intros, I mean, typically have like a special item, which technically isn't a good item necessarily. Like, you can obviously get one better, especially because you can't really upgrade weapons in this game, I don't believe. But this is like a memento for your guys' backstory kind of thing. Like, oh, this is my family's weapon. Like, this is my family's shield, for instance. Like, and again, even if I personally don't use these weapons, because again, I'm a rogue, not a warrior. Like, I'm going to hold on to something. Like, this is a Cousland Garch. I don't really care. But the Shield of High Ever and the Family Sword, those are staying with me. This is just a memento, which I'll probably sell at some point. So, okay. Also, I got one coffee and water, so I'm about to let me actually get a little bit closer to my Xbox and my TV, so I'm not just like crashed up on the bed. And I can stretch my legs out a bit. So right now we're basically just gonna explore, meet people, and try a bit, I guess, to level up. All right, let's do this. And back in the character. Okay. This place is massive. You can definitely tell it's seen better days, although I've seen recent structures that say otherwise.
Recruit the Duncan brought.
Can I help you with something?
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Tell me about Ostagar.
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The King has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Is there any way to get supplies around here?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
The Circle of Magi is here.
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy, quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
And where is the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
I want to ask you something else, however.
Go on, then.
Where is Duncan? Forgive me. Where is Duncan's tent?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
Also, I'm looking for a Grey Warden. Goes by the name of Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
I'll be on my way. Good day.
Good luck to you, then.
Huh. You know, if this was any other time, it'd be good to rub shoulders with all these people. Maybe make friends or acquaintances with them. And yet, somehow I feel that's not going to be simple.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die. Well, don't touch the carcass. We'll be burning it so it doesn't infect anything.
What in the world? Ugh.
It's done.
Glad to see I still got it.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
Sounds like the perfect time to get drunk, if you ask me.
Here, here.
The Tairn will make short work of those darkspawn. Just you watch.
Good night for it, Warden.
That's a good point, though. All this mayhem and everything going around it. When the time comes, you know, or maybe before, I could go for a solid drink. Okay, yeah. So also when I'm in the pause menu, I like I said, or when I'm like in my inventory looking through stuff, I am going to check these. Let's see. Yeah, see, because again, all the weapons go up by tier. So iron is like the very basic one, for instance, and like I said, it's a generic dagger, no additional like stats or anything. But because it's a tier 2, obviously it's an upgrade. So you need more dexterity to actually wield it, but it does more damage. One armor penetration. Boom, worth taking. Again, realistically, there's no point in me holding on to these because I already have like weapons, and because I'm not a warrior, having a shield means basically nothing. Okay, I see that one is better. Now, typically, I would rather wear like the studded armor, but because this one is cured, you actually get a better bonus for these if you wear like the full set. Like your spells and talents cost less to activate. Now this is scale. I don't know how I feel about wearing scale armor. It's a again, it's a bit heavier, but I like my light armor. But if I make myself better at dodging, I guess I won't really need it now, would I?
My faith
Praise.
sustains me. Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just.
Mother Malo, Easter. Always be praying. Shows what good it did them.
There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds. I've got a report of them from the border.
Greetings. King Cousland is not in his tent right now.
Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
Must see in the coming battle, I suppose.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
I didn't know Caitlin was married.
To the Teyrn's daughter, no less. He wasn't happy about
Oh.
something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
Scandalous. I should go. Thank you.
As you wish.
And this must be Loghain's tent.
You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business.
Tell me about Teyrn Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Teyrn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Kind of reminds me of Sir Gilmore. Is the Teyrn inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
I would like an audience with the Teyrn. Please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Deluded fool.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
How do you know that?
His Majesty could not contain his excitement after your meeting. How could I not hear about you? Cailan's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Yes, I've heard that. But it seems a fascination you don't share.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Cailan thinks. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Landsmeet?
My father was the Teyrn of Highever.
The king told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I certainly hope so. Because I have somewhere to be afterwards.
Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
I was, for a moment. You don't seem very fond of him.
He is Marik's son and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Interesting. I shouldn't dawdle too much. Oh, found Duncan. Hey there, pup. At least one of us is in good spirits. Wish I could share his boundless optimism, as only a true hound could.
Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the Maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends, let us bow our heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall.
Would you all give me a moment, please? Okay, sorry about that. Bit of a thing happened. Well, not a thing, that's a lie. It was just my family horsing around. I misheard it. So, yeah. Alright, back to what I was doing.
I do not have time to speak at present, thank you.
Anyone here feel like
Trying to
chatting?
listen.
Hail, Grey Warden.
How do you do?
If you'll excuse me, we are praying.
I guess this is supposed to be a spiritual moment. Don't mind me. I'll just kindly go elsewhere. Whoa. Now this
I'm sorry,
is...
but the mages must not be
What
interrupted.
are they doing?
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
The Fade? Please explain, Templar.
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
I apologize. I'll go elsewhere. Never had a... Well, that's a lie. I've had a fondness for magic. No real aptitude for using it myself, though. Maybe one day.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
I am Elenius.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Will you be fighting beside the king?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You faced Darkspawn before?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
I know the Fade is where you go when you dream. Or from the way he described it, a place where you also go to die.
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
I've heard that, actually. Then something bad happened there.
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn.
No wonder
At
we
least
asked the
that's
Maker
what
for
the Chant of Light
forgiveness.
says.
And is that true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
At least it's something to ponder. As vague as it kind of sounds.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now beg your forgiveness. Do not abuse the power. Watch over the valiant King Cousland and guide him as he faces this terrible evil.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from Darkspawn
Oh,
blood.
he spoke of that.
Not happening.
The boys are sick. From biting. It's unavoidable, though. We can't just...
You there, Elf.
It's an interesting thought, isn't it?
Welcome to the King's camp, my lord.
If only I knew how to actually craft medicine.
Hell, you're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korkari Wilds until he gives the word.
I should go.
Take care.
Okay, I can't go that way, or at least not yet, anyways.
Lead me to my preparations.
Ash Warren.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the 10, I hope.
More instructions.
Turn Logan has changed our scouting route a dozen times. If you're not from the 10, what do you want? We're busy.
You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What is an Ash Warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Matthias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Can I hear this old tale?
I am no bard, but I will do my best. Matthias was a Clane tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Matthias to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Matthias then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain.
What happened to him?
Matthias's prowess earned him the love of Morrigannon, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Matthias was grieved. He sent Morrigannon away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Matthias slew Morrigannon in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day and gave Matthias an honored burial in the mountains. And we live by his teachings even today.
What happened to his wife, Skya?
It is said that before the final battle, she returned to Matthias and gave him a shirt of dwarven chain, along with a final night of passion. Then she was gone forever. If she lived on in Orzammar, only the dwarven folk could say for certain.
So he betrayed his wife and killed his lover?
He was a great man with great passions. Perhaps you'll hear a more inspiring version in a tavern someday.
So what does an Ash Warrior do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
I have a Mabari hound of my own.
Then you are most fortunate. A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
What are you preparing for, if you don't mind me asking?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood? What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects.
Ah.
The Wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Wouldn't it be smarter to leave your dogs behind? Else they'd be killed by the poison.
They fight at our side. We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. But the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy is painted with Caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our Caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
I hope you're joking.
If you tried, we would kill you. and that is no joke.
Tell me of Luthias of Dwarfson.
I am no bard, but I will do my best. Matthias... She taught Matthias to use the dwarven battle wrath. To summon it, they were simply the first to be taught. Others... It was an honor. My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
More things to look into later. Also, sorry if it sounds like I'm just skipping this, you guys. It's basically just a story I just asked them, so there's no sense in hearing it twice.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds.
We can take them on this side. Go over here.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
Quite a silver tongue you got there.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What did you think I'd be?
Me? I was hoping for a comely lass with golden hair and terrible eyesight. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cook this ritual up just for our benefit.
What did they tell you? What do you know about this ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
I thought barbarians in the forest.
Chasing barbarians, yes. Cannibals, and witches too.
Oh
My
my.
home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Why are the wilds so frightening to everyone?
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch.
Maybe they'll eat
I
each
guess
other.
we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I'm looking forward to it. Give me a nice means to clear my head. But I'll watch your back if you watch mine.
I suppose I could do that. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Maybe you can find that lady, get that night of passion you were looking for.
Over with. Well met.
Now let's see what I picked up. Ooh, no. Don't destroy that. Splint mail. What is this scale armor? Yeah, this is all just iron. I guess I'll hold on to that for now.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
What if I have?
Oh, well, I'd like to know where she went, that's what. Ah, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Do you need help tracking this girl down?
Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find her myself.
What kind of supplies do you have here?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Let me see your other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Climate charm. I actually don't know what this does, so I would take this though. Treats for my dog, and it helps heal, or injuries at least. I don't think I can use these for anything. Because again, these are all for crafting. I have no clue what these are for. Why someone be like, oh no, these are actually very useful for this, that, and the third. It's like, well, how was I supposed to know that? Oh, these are all tier 1s. I don't really care. Okay. That's good.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Look.
Okay, now I can actually... let's see. A crossbow would be nice. This one requires strength, but that's twice the range. I have to think about that one. I only have a dagger. So I guess it don't matter. And these, like typically you want, for this stuff, you want to always look for like ranged weapons or something. So my leather armor is cured, which means it's better than my other one because it's a tier up. So let me see. Okay, let's see. See, that's the problem with all this. Is like, alright. So technically now, cured. I need good boots.
Hello again.
Which more than likely I'm not gonna find while I'm doing this. Yeah, okay. Unless I get like, because again, I already have the leather boots, but I need like the better leather boots, which they don't have here. So I don't really need money for anything else at the moment. So backpack, just for inventory space. It'll be good for later. Again, I'm keeping the shield of Hyeva, and this is a grease. What's this do? I don't really care about a grease trap. Okay. See, I was looking for a redhead earlier.
Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
Well met, my lord.
We're doomed, we are.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
I will. Thank you.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I am Elenius.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Aemon. You have the bearing of a man who knows how to fight. If I may ask, were you a soldier before you came here?
I was not a soldier, but my father did train me to fight.
Are you a nobleman? I am honored to be in your company, my lord. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm curious about the joining ritual.
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
David said we might be going into the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
A knight from Redcliffe.
Are you
That's
daft?
annoying.
Don't think so.
Ah, blast.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
He calls.
What's wrong with these people?
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
Why do you say that?
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
Is it possible he has important information?
The commander who brought him here didn't seem to think so.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
I apologize if the soldier disturbed you. Ever since they found him in the wilds, he's been like this. It's so sad.
I don't want to see anymore. I close my eyes and...
That's troubling.
Leave me be.
Maybe there's something about the wilds that's driving people insane.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Tell me why you're in there first.
I'm a deserter, or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
I bet you're as innocent as the sunrise, and cuddlier than a bunny.
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think?
Apparently David
Does
got
it
away
matter?
unscathed.
All I want is a bit of food and water.
If you weren't deserting, why sneak around the camp?
Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
Wait, they didn't find the key when you were arrested.
I swallowed it. But it's, come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Oi. Too much information. I'll see what I can do. Lucky I'm
Just ask
curious.
my guard for his.
Bastard.
He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Guard, sir.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is this prisoner exactly?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Why do you want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
Seems a waste for you to guard them all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
No, it wasn't. Claims he wasn't deserting.
What a surprise. Another innocent prisoner.
I know,
anyway,
I know
it's
how
not
it
for me
sounds.
to say. He'll get his day to plead his case, or he won't. It's all the same to me.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you missed one meal. This man could be hanged soon. Cut him some slack.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know. You got your food and water. Now off with you.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food. Can't exactly make you wash your hands off, can I?
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Never say that to me
My
again.
belly thanks you. At least if I'm hanged, I'll have a little weight on me.
Well, that's...
Not happening.
He said there was a chest around here.
That course of action is Welcome, young man.
Who are you?
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
You speak very strangely. Why is that?
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
Because magic is powerful and dangerous.
It is dangerous beyond its power. Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
Sounds like a horrid practice. Eesh.
It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role.
How is someone made tranquil?
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
I feel badly for you. Pardon the words.
You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need assistance?
What is enchantment exactly? Curious.
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
What sort of enchantments are there outside of...
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
Flaming
Goodbye.
sword.
Welcome, young man.
How about...
That course of action is in a... That course of action. Welcome, young man. Goodbye.
So he has eyes in the back of his head. Okay. I'll have to come back later when he's gone. Stupid wizards and mages with their multi-directional line of sight. Or maybe I just need to learn to be craftier.
Moving on.
Anything else over here? No, it doesn't appear so. Wait, redhead.
I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch.
Remind me not to treat my servants this way. This must be Alistair.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
Quite the charmer, that man.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
You are a very strange man.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
Would that make your day worse?
Hardly. I just like to know my chances of being turned into a toad at any given moment. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit. From Highever. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
And you must be Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Elenius.
Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Outside of the one in the camp? No, I haven't.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
That argument I saw, what was it about?
With the mage. The circle is here at the king's request, and the chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are. Which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
That would be awkward.
I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
Yes, both of them actually.
That makes things easy then. They'll both be back with Duncan by now.
Let's go.
If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Alright, you charming bastard. Let's go look around. Ooh.
Done.
Wonder. Wonder if I could talk to that tranquil fellow. See if he can. It's a possibility. So I have this bow here. Can you help me light it on fire?
Welcome, young man.
The irony, perhaps. Root, naturally. Goodbye.
I suppose not. Maybe later.
Off you go.
Soldiers of Heraldon
To make for the battle, and I won't be distracted.
Wait, did they say anything? Because you are a Templar, aren't you?
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Guess not. Okay, let's see. Now, here's the thing. Alistair, Sword and Shield, I'm pretty sure he is a... Let's see. Oh, this one's actually a bit better. Because this one's... Wait, hold on. Same defense. Slightly more fatigue. Similar strength. Okay, that's not too bad. I will lend you my... Oh, splint mail. I wonder if I can find you a splint mail kind of helmet. Because this is medium armor, which will work fine for you. These are basically exactly the same, except that one looks like that. Let me see if I can find you. Neat. I wonder if I can... Again, slowing arrows would be quite the boon. Just one more time.
That course.
Speaking of, what can you do, Alistair? I mean, I know he's a warrior, just look at him. Yeah. More combat prowess than me. Okay. Oh, he's actually pretty good against mages. Sword and fights with sword and shield. Ah. Okay, so this is good for ranged attacks. Okay, I see. Useful.
Hello again. Is there something...
I don't have enough. Hmm. Okay, I'll hold off on this one, but I'll keep that one, and then... There we go. Let's get you a proper helmet. There we go. Now we're all nice and pretty. Yeah, less chance we have a falling in battle, better I'll feel.
Excuse me, I'm just getting...
Are you daft?
Well, in for a silver, in for a crown.
Yes?
My dear mum always used to say.
We'll talk later, actually. Been itching to fight for a few minutes now.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
Blackmail. What if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Is this part of our joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
And how will we find this archive? That could be anywhere.
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return. So you return from the wilds. Have you been
Let me get back to that.
Then you'd best start soon.
See you soon, boy.
Oh, the dog.
that court of...
Damn. Can I just...
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Fine. I want to go to the main camp anyways.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Oh, it's just a wall. How about you don't do that? Or just run into the pack. That's also something viable that we were able to do. Suppose I'll hold on to these. Things we could sell later. Sure of it.
Bad breath alert.
Huh.
All right.
Say your prayers!
So many wolves and we barely just left camp. I swear, I'm just gonna get... There are a lot of dead people here, though. I do not like the feeling of this.
Over here.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
Surprised he
My scouting
recognized
band was
us.
attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try to bandage him up at least. We're not that far from camp anyways.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Well, as long as he collapses by the main gate.
Patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should
Spoken
go
like
back.
a coward. You sound like a coward to me.
I am simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
I didn't say I did.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Any and everything. First of all, I have to find a tree that crashed into the building. Something was definitely through here. Just can't figure out what yet.
All right.
I wish I had practiced more with the bow. I'm terrible at this.
Don't say I didn't warn you! Say your prayers! Ha, we are that awesome.
I only got one vial of their blood. However good that does.
Yes.
Can I hit that one from here?
All right.
Oh boy.
And I'm off.
Ah, felt that one.
And I'm off. Huh. Yes.
I would take the autosave. I say, if I had to go back there, I would be pissed. Okay, but again, they rushed forward too much. I'd rather just stand. I'd rather try to bait some of them before they run in head first like that again. Okay. So we'll just have to fight through the wolves again. It's not too bad.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. The wolf is stunned and I'm still missing.
Yes.
Over here.
Thank you. Did you... Those... How do you know?
A bit of fear isn't
You see, sir.
Saving right now just in case.
Never any shortage of these ones. And I'm off.
going.
More darkspawn, eh?
Another one.
All right.
Ah, my name was all over the place. Give me a second.
A bit more dying, please.
Going.
Okay, going now. Right.
Tiny little weights, aren't they?
That flower, white with a red center. The kennel master at Ostagar was asking about those.
I just thought it might be useful.
It probably is. You want to be careful picking flowers around the wilds, mind you. They're as like to spit poison in your face as not. The kennel master said this flower can help dogs that get sick from biting darkspawn. At any rate, he was offering a reward if someone went into the wilds and brought him one. Might want to think about it is all.
That is interesting. I'm not going to the water if I can help it, but all the same, it's interesting to note.
All right. Even more darkspawn. Sense a theme? And I'm off.
Pretty sure I can snipe this one. So just give me a second, you guys. It's kind of starting to hurt. Okay, that worked. If I can move out of range.
This is not fair. Why is it always me that has to bleed?
On it.
Okay. Backstab, 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 backstab.
Another point for me.
Wonder if we get bonus points for getting extra blood. Oh. Where are we?
And I'm off.
Damn it. Again, they just charged in like madmen.
That's it! Saving the now this is yes.
Like the smaller ones first, deal with the big guys. Okay. Believe we're okay for now. Ah, good to see you with the land of the living, Jory. Okay, let's see. What did I actually pick up? I mean, cold was. I mean, I'll wear it just to have something on, but realistically, I would not care. fellow rogue. Quite a versatile group, it looks like. You could go with some better daggers.
What's this?
There we go. Actually, wait, there was a sign that said, "Past the tree that fell into the building. Head down that way. Take a right." There's another.
Never any shortage.
Bastards.
All right.
Guess he didn't have a head for this type of situation. Lockpicking is just useful for later. Still a lot I haven't uncovered on this side. There's a path over here. Oh, wolves.
Yes.
There's a whole pack of these things. So much money we'll make off of these. I mean, oh no, poor, defenseless, savage, mauling creatures they were. Oh, what have we here? Good as new. Do I have anything? I can't craft poisons, but of course I do. Good for a pup, not necessarily. But I'll bring him this treat when we get back. Hmm? Ooh. Someone stronger than I, it seems. Actually, Joey, you are, I believe. More damage, more chance. Yeah. This will hold you over for a bit. Perfect. Let me see where that other path takes us real quick. What is that? I walked through here earlier. Oh, that is distressing.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Nothing to loot, no letters to take home, no loved ones to write. This is quite the predicament. Well, for them, I suppose. Did I miss something else over here? Must have overlooked something the last time. A rectifiable mistake. No fruit. Another one over there. Hmm. So there's two paths ahead of me. One which leads that way and the other one which leads further down the path I'm currently going.
Looky here.
Hmm. Either I'm running in circles, or the trail is resetting itself. That's right, it should be right around this corner. Oh, I see. It's going off of the riddles and carving me a path upwards. Ooh, shiny.
Going.
Oh, okay. I have to circle around. It's the only way I'm going to get up there. From here, at least. I'm going to have to look around. And then we can find what they were hiding. That is disturbing. Looks like a dark spawn area. Something is tricking me, I believe, because that path we should keep our guard up here. These fuckers are sneaky.
Darkspawn. They just crop up everywhere, don't they?
I mean, if you're gonna fight the wolves, you might as well let us jump in as well. boy.
Going. Yes.
On it.
Hmm. So it did autosave us a second ago, I believe, because it just randomly said save. So yeah, let me think. I could, because I still have the acid bomb, I could throw that in early. Yeah, because it autosaves right here. Okay, cool. Also, sorry if it sounds like I'm dropping in character. It's kind of like I'm jumping in between, like, things right here. Trying to, like, strategize now. Okay. Which... because that path leads me, but I need to get around. Okay, so if I get around this path, take out the rogues from before. Okay, let me think. This path is there. There we go. Okay, so I just need to get over here.
Bad breath alert.
Iron chainmail. What happened to you? Wait a minute. I have to deliver this to someone.
You can even smell their breath.
It's only 4. 4 is doable. Okay. I think we're okay for a little bit. We're allowed some breathing room. Now, where was I looking at beforehand? I walked this path earlier. I swear if it was this easy, I'm gonna be really annoyed.
Over here.
Let's try this.
And done.
Yes? Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
You know what? Oh, we have a moment of
I'm
reprieve.
ready.
You said you were from Redcliffe.
I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Highever, a city off the northern coast. Have you traveled there?
My father was the lord of that town. I'm a Terran.
My lord Cousland. I'm honored. I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Maric's funeral. It was in Highever that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years, I found any excuse to return there. We married a year ago. Arlayman gave me leave to serve in Highever, but I was attempting to persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited.
Had the Grey Wardens find you?
Last month, Duncan visited Highever, and the band held a tournament in his honor. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter.
What do you think of Duncan?
He has a seemingly impossible task, with a scarce handful of Grey Wardens, yet he does not complain or flinch from his duty.
What do you think we should do now?
We should find those documents. Although if they were so important, why leave them out here?
Let's go.
Indeed.
David? Where are you from, David?
I grew up in a village about a day's trip to the east. Little blot you wouldn't even find on a map. Haven't been back in years. I struck out for the city as soon as I could outrun my pa. I've been in Denerim for what, 6 years now? Never liked it much, but there's more purses there than anywhere else.
So, you're a cut purse?
And a pickpocket, thank you very much. Or was, anyhow. Who'd ever guess I'd end up a Grey Warden?
How'd the Grey Wardens find you?
I found them. I cut Duncan's purse while he was standing in a crowd. He grabs my wrist, but I squirm out and bolt. The old bugger can run, but the garrison caught me first. I'm a wanted man in Denerim, you see, so they were going to string me up right there.
What happened then?
Duncan stopped them, invoked the right of conscription. I gave the garrison the finger while I was walking away. Don't know why Duncan wants someone like me, but he says finesse is important and that I'm fast with a blade. You bet your boots I am. Besides, it beats getting strung up.
Also true. So, what do you think of Duncan?
All right for an old bugger. He's faster than he looks, too.
What do you think we should do now?
We still have to find those documents. I've never heard of a tower that stood for more than 10 years in this forest.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
Let's see. Back. Now, where am I aiming? Further down. There's no path over here, but there's several going down that way. Going that way. Also, if I'm checking my map, let's just say for like lore reasons, they just gave me a map of this area, and I'm writing this down as I'm going.
More darkspawn, eh?
Ow!
Trap. So simple to see, really.
You bastard. Well, looks like we don't have a choice now but to follow.
Don't look now. Trap. So simple to see, really. Don't look now.
Eyes open. Oh, good on you, Joy. Okay. I think we can have a breather or three. Phew. So. Things to take later, I suppose. Bunch of ashes. Oh, I see. So there's a sprinkle ashes over a certain area. Waste not, want not. Just know these corpses. Okay, let us find this fancy little area here. That goes that way. This was a chasing area, wasn't it? Aha! Just hang on a little bit longer, Joey. Whew. Boy, that in that bush. If I buy flats, I can just make my own healing items. Ooh. I will take those. Can't use that. That is too. Can't use that. But I can use this. Same damage. Alright, crit chance, penetration. Not as good of a range, but nature resistance. Hmm. 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 Yeah, not your best look there, David. Let me do a bit more exploring. Worst case, I have to come back. Which, let's hope that's not the case, huh? Hmm. Does this do anything?
All right.
Oh, the spirit! Okay. Ooh.
Yes.
A lot of strength attached to it. Take him down. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Western reaches. Ah. Not too far of a trek. Plus, at least we could do. The wilds are dangerous. Just because they brave it don't mean they're clever. Doesn't mean that they're smart. Just brave. Or stupid. But they had a lover. I can relate. Should be getting closer. Aha! At some point, we'll make a trip up there. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Cross the bridge, down that way, and then it'll lead us to the area. Okay. And that was the hidden cheats and cache, eh? Okay. And this forest just loves its corpses. This feels like an ambush area. Call me crazy, but maybe it's the repeated history of us getting attacked by those rogues. I do not trust this area. And somehow I feel that my patience is being warranted now.
Great.
And I'm off.
You ain't looking at me. Too easy. Just give him the lead around. Ooh, fancy. Chances flooding, beautiful mages. I mean, yeah, the enchanted dagger is basically just dagger, but enchanted. So, I mean, yeah, I'll take it. Just in case I find a mage or something at some point. It's good to give them some armor. Death root. Again, just something to reiterate here. There's a lot of monsters here. Or cannibals and other monsters and beasts that we keep seeing. So far, we've only seen darkspawn and wolves. I'm just saying. No. We have everything we need. Got a red cliff. Test, darkspawn blood. Okay. I think this is all we need now, just the treaties, and oh, well, I think it's safe to say someone's been here before us, boys.
Well, well, what have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey?
Yes and no.
What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
I am neither. The Grey Wardens once owned this tower.
'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, handsome lad. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
I am Elenius. A pleasure to meet you.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer? You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How
I
very
thought I was the
eloquent.
thief here.
How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily.
Like vultures, apparently.
Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them, if not you?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's
Guys, you're
warmer than this
embarrassing
forest,
me in
it'd be
front
a
of
nice
the witch.
change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Guys, she thinks I'm handsome. Also, we've dealt with Darkspawn all day. I think we'll be fine if a few chase-ins just randomly come in and try to murder us.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will.
And
And
there's
what of
snufflings in
you?
the family.
Do you possess a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as the others do?
Minnow 4? That's what you're asking.
If you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you
got
is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
What do you mean the threat is greater than they realize?
Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do
She
not
speaks
mind
in
me.
riddles.
You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Thank you. You know, guys, I think these are the nicest people I've met today. Or at least the ones who are nice enough to put up with me. I'm not mad at that tranquil. I'm just saying I need him away from that chest. Oh. Pretend I said nothing, because you heard nothing. Let us depart. Hmm?
Hail. Now be careful, there's more than Darkspawn out there, you know.
Before we talk to Duncan, I need to make a quick stop somewhere.
Greetings. Are you one of the Grey Wardens that went into the wilds? Did you happen to see any white flowers?
David mentioned you're offering a reward for one.
I don't know for sure that the flower will aid my poor hounds, but it's worth trying. I have, let's see, 20 silver to offer as a reward for it.
A reward's not necessary.
You're very generous. Thank you for your help. Perhaps we won't lose as many hounds today as I'd feared.
Under normal circumstances, yes, I would definitely go for a reward. But I have my own hound. So, yes. And the tranquil is gone. I will help myself. Can never tell sometimes if that's a person or not.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Let me.
Okay, now let us see here. I don't have a crossbow yet, so yeah. Let's see. That's all potential stuff for a mage. That I can use that to make a health item. I take that. Quite frankly, crossbows just far more useful. Let's see.
The infected hound seems to be doing much better for now. Thank you for your assistance.
Good. Yeah, okay, pup.
Hail to you.
May the Maker preserve us all. They say the Darkspawn horde has grown large.
I can't find those ash warriors from before.
Ostagar is a very defensible location.
I can't feel it.
I apologize if the soldier disturbed you. Ever since...
Hello again, Warden. May the Maker guard you in the coming battle.
Ferelden can defeat these things on its own.
It's good to have
We
Grey
need-
Hello
Wardens
again,
amongst
Warden.
us.
May the
Your
Maker
Legion
guard-
Grey Wardens would be a great... You got your food and water. Now off with you.
My belly thanks you. At least if I'm hanged, I'll have a little weight on.
Alright.
I must continue my prayer. Another can assist.
Why are you in the bushes?
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
When is it on limits for me? Oi. Spot of gold goes a long way.
I'm sorry, but there's so much
May
to
I
do
fetch
before the
something
battle.
for you?
Doubt there's anything else I can do, but it doesn't hurt to check with whoever might need assistance. You never know, it's a large camp. There could be someone out and about. Maybe some light pockets that need some ruffling. Oh, there you are.
Welcome, young man. Goodbye.
Never mind. I guess I'll get an enchantment
Back
some other
again?
time.
Don't the Grey Wardens need you?
Well, seems all the mages are gone, or at least out of the fade. Not quite sure how I should take that, really. Guards up on the wall. Thought I saw something move.
Greetings. King Cousland is not in his tent right now.
Do you know where the king is?
I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as you wish.
Perhaps one day we will finally destroy these vile things, and the Maker shall be pleased.
I wouldn't count on how.
Maker watch over you, my lord.
How do you do?
Hail to you.
The last scouting party made it back last night. Barely.
What do you mean? Let's get back to Duncan quickly.
Only 2 of them made
If
it.
we wait too long,
And one
we
was
won't be able
minus
to
a
swing
leg.
dead cat without
Said they
hitting a
encountered
darkspawn.
some darkspawn that was 10 feet tall, with horns as long as your arm. The injured one died last night. They said his blood was already turning black.
Maker's breath. Where are they all coming from? Tern Logain's men are up to something in the Tower of Ishal. I wonder what it's all about.
Good night for it, Warden.
Oh. That's an interesting thought process. Here's to hoping they, wait, can I actually discuss anything with you, Sergeant?
Well, don't touch the carcass.
Oh. Very well. Good boy. I don't think there's anything else around here. If so, I should probably start heading over to Duncan now. I think we've killed enough time here. Excuse me.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Maybe we should tell you about Morgan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
And what if we have second thoughts about this becoming Grey Wardens, I mean?
Let me be very clear on that point. You are not volunteers. Whether you were conscripted or recruited, you were chosen because you are needed. There is no turning back now. You must gather your courage for what comes next.
Guess the choices are on
How
there.
much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
You're saying that this ritual can kill us?
As could any darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
Starting to act like Joey. It's starting to get to me now, too. Well, it's not like I have anywhere else to be at the
The more I hear
moment.
about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Calm down. There's nothing we can do about it now.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
If they warned you, you wouldn't have come.
Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
You make a good point.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
Ugh, it's not going to taste good.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Those who survive.
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret.
Buddy.
It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Whew. Boy took a huge go for that one. How you feel, David?
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith.
Fuck.
Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No. You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
Jory, put the sword down.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Nothing you said prepared me for that.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
What kind of meeting?
The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Hey there, Puff. I'm a Grey Warden now. Yeah, good boy. Yeah, so basically that's kind of why they keep it a secret. It's basically just like, for obvious reasons that they don't tell nobody, it's like, yeah, you basically die. So obviously it's like, yeah, that's why they keep it to themselves. And it's basically just like a, how do I say this? Like, it's kind of like a, so I'm trying to find a good way to word this. Like, it's basically the equivalent of like sacrificing something or someone in a sense. But it's one of those things like it can't really be helped. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on to that. Get that one. That's a two-handed. I don't necessarily need that right now. If I had some good leather boots. What's this one again? For now. And then I'll just sell. I can give that to someone else. Not my pup. Someone. Let me see. Okay, let's see here. Again, the Howl one was really good. Oh, I wasn't. Didn't mean to do that.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. A Darkspawn horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the young lord from Highever I met earlier. I understand congratulations are in order.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
I'll do my best, Your Majesty.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
This is going to be a long day.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Stop your whining. You have an appointed job.
We must do whatever it takes to destroy the Darkspawn, exciting or no.
I get it, I get it. Just so you know, if the King ever asks me to put on a dress and dance to Remigold, I'm drawing the line. Darkspawn or no.
I don't know. It could be a great distraction.
Me shimmying down the Darkspawn line? Sure. We could kill them while they roll around laughing.
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
When do we light the beacon?
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
Can we join the battle afterwards?
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
How much time do we have?
The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
Are we in any danger?
Of course. Even the best laid plans go awry. So do what you must. I trust you both.
Just not enough to actually fight with the rest of you.
There will be plenty of battles, Alistair. Be patient.
What if the Archdemon appears?
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
I know what I have to do.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, You are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Let's see. Let's keep you defensive for now. There we go. Alright, now I have to head out somewhere, so